Ciao, it's Ian. We're going to talk about one of the world's most unique wine regions. One of my favorite, and it's the Mosel. The Mosel is one of the 13 wine growing areas of Germany. Maybe it's most famous, but certainly one that makes some of the greatest white wines in the world. There's really no other place in the world for Riesling quite like the Mosel. Here we have some of the world's greatest dry white wines and some of the world's greatest sweet wines. Like no other grape, it's able to give you both sweet and dry wines. What makes the Mosel so great? It's a combination of geography, geology, if you will, history, and terroir. History, because this is essentially where the Riesling grape was born, at least since the 15th century. Geographically, it's very high up. It's at 50 latitude, so it's a cool climate area. The geology is important because Riesling takes to slate, and there's many different types of slate in the Mosel. The slate is a geologic formation that can be best described with colors. There's a blue, a gray, a red, a black slate, but the two most important are the blue slate that gives you floral, dainty wines. The red slate has a little bit more clay, richer, spicier wines. Riesling is great because it takes very well to noble rot, and that's why it can give you these great sweet wines, and there's lots of noble rot forming in the Mosel, and it's also a grape that allows you to make great wines at relatively high yields, and so it's hard to find a truly bad Riesling wine. A lot of people are turned off by Riesling because they think it's sweet. In fact, Riesling has such high acidity that even when there is a little bit of residual sugar in the wines, you don't notice because there's so much acidity. The Mosel is absolutely beautiful. It's a winding river. It's 250 kilometers long. It's born in France, flows into the Rhine River at the city of Koblenz. And along its twisty and turny path, there are these really steep slopes that plummet down to the water's edge, and the best Riesling wines of Germany are made on these slopes. The Mosel can be divided in 6 different areas. Berg Cochem, which is the terraced Mosel. Here the slopes are impossibly steep. It's hard to stand, and that's why there's terraces everywhere. In fact, Europe's deepest vineyard is the Bremer Kalfort, and it's in this area, 68% steep. Bernkastel is the second area, the most famous. It's the middle Mosel. Then you have the Obermosel or the Upper Mosel, the Moseltor, and very important, 2 districts called the Saar and the Ruhr, or more precisely the Ruhrtal. These are valleys of 2 tributaries of the Mosel, the Saar and the Ruhr. The Saar gives you the steeliest, most mineral, high-acid Rieslings in the world. The Ruhrs are somewhat in between those of the Saar and the Mosel. Fantastic wines that age forever. Rieslings that are 40, 50, 60 years of age taste unbelievably fresh and fantastic. When you've had a good Mosel Riesling, you will never forget it. And last but not least, the area is remarkably beautiful. So go visit, you'll thank me later.